What's going on, you guys? This is Aaron from Departures Capital and welcome to the video. In this video, we're talking about one interesting gold exploration stock that I've talked about a lot. It's finally showing some really nice gains today. We're going to be taking a look at the charts, giving you guys a quick update along with your market minutes. So we're going to be taking a look at gold, silver, a few other sectors that are rallying before this big event that we're going to have on Tuesday, guys. So it is an exciting time in the markets. Personally, I thought that we were going to see the markets drop a little bit more, but we're not getting that. You know, these dips keep getting smaller and smaller these days, and I don't know what to say. So we'll have some more opinions and all that good stuff later on in this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. And last thing I wanted to say was that live stream was awesome last Friday. I will be live streaming every Friday now. We had over 100 people at one point in the live stream. It's got over 2,000 views and one of my most viewed videos as of recent. So thank you so much for all the love and support, guys. And that's it. Let's get straight into it. Last but not least, before we do so, two things quickly. If you do support me in the channel and all the videos, then explode that like button. It takes just 1 second every time and it helps my videos so very much. Along with if you are a new viewer to the channel but you haven't had a chance to subscribe yet, but you appreciate constant steady updates in the markets, a nice flow of new and exciting companies, interviews, and all of that good stuff, then of course don't forget to cash that subscribe button and ring the market bell for notifications. And let's get straight into this video, guys. So the first thing we got to do, like we do in every single one of our videos, of course, that is comment of the day. So first comment of the day, I think the crash is over. Double bottoms on the major indices, and that's what it's looking like. And I wish I knew how to say your name, so Frithenrend. The next comment of the day goes to Matt, Mr. America. Surprised you didn't know ARK ETFs. Look up the female manager on YouTube. She and the ARKs are famous YouTubers, so that's pretty cool. I'll definitely have to take a look at that. We're going to do 4 comments of the day today, guys. Normally I do 3, but we got so many awesome comments that I wanted to do 4. So John Costello, have you heard of Macro Mining? I've been buying for the past few months, wondering what your thoughts on this company is. Thanks. And we will have to look into that. So I'll give you a heart there and I'll add that to the list. We'll have to look into that. Last comment of the day goes to Humble Aaron. Bring back Penhouse Finance. You had a good thing going there. We still have the channel. So I am doing departure stocks. Maybe. We'll see if we have some time. But I feel like we could definitely do a better job with departures stocks. Or sorry, we could definitely do a better job with Penhouse Finance now. And that brings us to our next point. We're dropping 2 videos in the next day on departure stocks. The video should already be up on 2 interesting companies. One of those companies, if you guys are wondering, is Hecla Mining. So we're taking a look at the stock along with 3 silver mining ETFs for you guys looking at ETFs. So there will be more content dropping on departure stocks, and we're going to rebrand both channels. So it's an exciting time for both channels, guys. And once again, check out the channel. The link is in the description. That's our brand new channel. We hit over 300 subscribers on the road to 1,000 subscribers. We're at 309. So let's get this channel to, I don't know, 400 subscribers in the short term. But like I said, I want to get this channel to 1,000. It's been growing and the views have been doing awesome too, guys. Like 200 and some views for just a couple hundred subscribers. You know, I just wanted to thank everyone for supporting the new channel. And the new channel is pretty much all opinion, raw content. There's no sponsored content on that channel. So if you're wondering, you know, are any of the videos sponsored? No, it's purely my opinion. Departures Capital is more so for a lot of our sponsored content along with our Monday to Friday show. So interviews, all of that good stuff. Anyways, let's get straight into the market minutes now. Take a look and see what's going on Wall Street. The Dow, S&P, and the NASDAQ, oh, well, sorry, the Dow and the S&P are in the green, but the NASDAQ is actually in the red. So what the heck's going on here, guys? The NASDAQ's lagging. Dow higher as tech cut losses. So the Dow climbed Monday as tech cut losses and better than expected economic data improved investor sentiment ahead of the US election. So let's see what the heck is going on the NASDAQ though. Tech struggled to get on the broader move higher as Fab 5 barring Google, parent Alphabet traded lower, Apple, Amazon, Facebook, and Microsoft traded in the red. So we are seeing a sell-off for tech. Interesting the way things are going. Maybe people are realizing that tech might just be a little too overvalued. That's just my opinion, but it's been that way for a very long time. So it's looking like we're getting that double bottom on the indices, and hopefully this is the case because I personally want the market to rally. When it comes to, you know, my positioning over the last couple weeks, I've been going in on some of these companies as opposed to just being on the sidelines. I've been on the sidelines for the past couple months when it came to the gold and silver sector, but now over the past 2 weeks I've been aggressively adding to my favorite positions: Fosterville, MINDMED, Turmalina, extra trillium, a lot of the companies that I've been talking about for quite some time. So we'll get into that, and we'll get into that one stock that the video title, my number one exploration stage stock, or the number one gold exploration company, and we'll talk about that in just 2 seconds. But I wanted to talk about right now the US dollar, as we're above 94. So we're seeing dollar strength, which is kind of funny because we are seeing strength in gold, and lots of strength in gold. Gold's up 0.82%, with silver up 2.15%. So the dollar can't hold the metals back today. But I do think that this is safe haven buying, so we'll be talking about that in just 2 seconds. We've got a bunch of news and data from Kitco. So guys, let's take a look at the charts for gold, and the 3-month charts aren't looking too bad. 1-month chart looking like a nice little recovery, but what I wanted to say was we didn't touch those September lows, so those late September lows of around 1850. Now we did say that 1850 was a pretty strong level of support, and it's looking like it, but once again I want to see gold get above 1900. I mean, we're almost there. We're like within $4. Silver's above 24 an ounce, and the same technicals pretty much go for silver in this case. You know, we didn't see those September lows, so I think that that's a good thing. Let's get into the news from Kitco. Safe haven buying boosts gold silver just ahead of this big event. So gold and silver futures are solidly higher Monday US trading on safe haven demand just 1 day before this big event, as uncertainty and anxiousness mount. So it's a huge trading week as this event comes up, and we're taking a look at the polls, and I don't know guys, tomorrow's the big day, so I'm not really going to read too much about this article. We did see some positive economic data. That's probably why the dollar is higher. We do have a few more articles. Investors holding record levels of gold for 5th consecutive month, and this is LBMA. For the 5th consecutive month, a record amount of gold was held in London vaults in September, the LBMA said in its monthly cleaning statistics report. As of the end of September, there were a record 9,069 tons of gold held in London, valued at $550 billion. Meanwhile, UK vaults held 33,508 tons of silver, valued at $25 billion. So people are holding on to their physical. The election result markets have priced in top 3 trades to weather the coming storm, and I just wanted to quickly bring this up. Just a few more opinions, and then we've got some really interesting news and headlines from CNBC. So I would say that the equity markets on the short side look very appealing to me in the next 12 months. So there is a possibility of a decoupling between mining stocks and broad equity indices. If there isn't, I think the miners will outperform the equity markets going forward. So let's go. We need to see the miners outperform, and then let's see what else they had to say. So Costa said that we are looking at price to earnings. Tech stock valuations are in bubble territory. So I'm happy that they're talking about this. So we're definitely in a bubble. We've been in a bubble for a while. Bubbles can last for a while until there's a trigger. The trigger has to be liquidity. Liquidity can be triggered by inflationary forces rising. It could be a deflationary bust like we saw in March. It could be a rise in global illness cases that doesn't allow companies to be in business again. So I don't know, guys. We are seeing some weakness in tech. It is showing some signs. I don't think the bubble is bursting just yet, and I think that tech will always carry on just because their ability to make money in this time. But that doesn't mean that valuations aren't going to drop. So I just have a few quick headlines from CNBC. The first one is still negative on US dollar regardless of results. So watch this video if you want to get a really good opinion on the US dollar. As we know, we follow the US dollar every single day, and any weakness in the US dollar generally means strength in gold and silver. So that's what I like to see. A Democratic win in particular would see a lot of US dollar weakness come through versus the emerging market currencies, says Samir Goel of Deutsche Bank. But I do think that either way we're going to see dollar weakness, just because I think that they will eventually have to pass that stimulus. But we'll see what happens tomorrow, guys, and we'll see how the markets perform. Now, this is just a headline. We just have 2 more headlines, and then it is on to that stock and the other stocks that we're looking at on the day. But we just had a nice string of news that I wanted to talk to you guys about. So the bull market will resume after the election with 50% long-term upside, JP Morgan says. So JP Morgan is very bullish on the markets. The stock market is poised to resume its bull market rally after the election with a nearly 50% upside left to climb over the long term, JP Morgan said in a note to investors. So what happens after that 50%? Just kidding. We can't predict that far into the future, but 50% from here, I would be very, very happy. And then there's one other headline: India's gold demand fell 30%, but cautious optimism may be returning. So India's gold demand fell 30% year over year between July and September. I also think that that's due to, just higher prices. Though there are expectations for some pent-up demand to surface in the current quarter, it is unlikely to offset the decline in full-year gold demand for India. Globally, demand for gold declined 19% year on year to 892 tons. It was the lowest quarterly total since 2009. For the first time in a decade, central banks generated 12.1 tons in net sales of gold in the July to September quarter. So that is just one factor with gold, and I also think it's probably just because it's a little bit more expensive, like I said. But anyways, guys, it's time to dive into some of the charts now, and we did see a much better move for MINDMED today. We saw it get up to $1.13, and now we're back down to $1.05, still in the green, but I was expecting, a little bit more of a rally. MINDMED's looking a little bit too comfortable around $1, and I'd like to see this thing get back up into the 120s, into the 130s. That probably was more so because I did pick some more up at 96 cents Canadian. So we're still in the green on that last purchase, but I was hoping for a better day for MINDMED, and it kind of just popped in the morning and sold off. So it's looking pretty neutral. Taking a look at the volume has died off a little bit. So we need some more news. So let's see if we can get some more news. Now let's get into that gold exploration stock that I've been talking about for so long. It's the title of this video, Fosterville South. What's my number one gold exploration stock for the foreseeable future? And that one has been Fosterville. If you ask me, what's my number one growth stock, that would be MINDMED. But I'm still really liking Fosterville, and I've liked it more and more as it's continued to decline. Now, we can see here that the company has had a really nice recovery, bouncing off of around $2. I thought it was going to find some support around $2.20 to $2.50, but we kind of sank below that. Although we can see here that $2 seems to be where we finally caught some support. Now, we are seeing a really nice rally today. At one point, we were up over 20%. The thing is, though, now, and it's kind of making me curious as to why it's running. Meanwhile, all the other miners, there's some in the green, but Fosterville is just skyrocketing. So somebody must know something. I feel like there's could be some insider buying, I guess. We'll see what happens, guys. I'll keep you updated. But I searched the internet, couldn't find any news. I was happy because I was buying this up on Friday, just adding to it, thinking to myself, I'm not going to buy Fosterville again until it goes to $1.50. And now here we are at 265, 270 almost. So let's just go over once again some of their previous news. So this is pretty recent, October 23rd. Fosterville announces a quarry of Baton exploration license application, and that gave them 119 square kilometers, and it joins the southeastern border of the Kirkland Lake Fosterville gold mine tenements. The new tenement is continuous with the Kirkland Lake boundary for 28 kilometers and expands Fosterville South's property to 43 kilometers of continuous boundary with Kirkland Lake at Fosterville. Fosterville South now holds one granted license south of the Fosterville gold mine and two exploration license applications to the south and southeast of the Fosterville gold mine. So that was just one piece of news. They did acquire a significant land package. This was a letter to shareholders, and for any of the shareholders, you should have got that hefty book in the mail. Let's just talk a little bit about this, because this was recently. They put this out last Wednesday. With gold equities volatile as of late, we thought an update to shareholders timely to provide a recap of recently announced fundamental progress and providing detail on the upcoming spin-out transaction involving the Avoca and Timor projects. Firstly, our treasury and balance sheets are very strong with approximately $28.5 million in cash on hand and no debt. This puts us in an excellent position to advance and accelerate work within the premier exploration land package in Victoria, now totaling close to 4,000 square kilometers of tenements and tenement applications. Currently, we are drilling at Gold Mountain, where we have announced multiple sets of lengthy high-grade gold intercepts, and we are targeting a near-term startup of drilling at our Larison project, which is 600 square kilometers of land holding adjacent to continuous with Kirkland Lake Gold's Fosterville tenement. We have received a number of incoming questions as of late from shareholders and prospective shareholders with regards to the spin-out for our Avoca and Timor projects. So as for clarity, we provide the following information about mechanics. On November 13th, there is a meeting to approve the spin-out transaction. Assuming success at this meeting, an effective date will be announced, estimated to be 5 business days post the meeting. Every shareholder of Fosterville South on the effective date will receive 1 share of Leviathan Gold for every 1 share of Fosterville South they own on the effective date. Leviathan Gold will close on the acquisition of Avoca and Timber projects and conduct a financing contemplated at 50 cents and anticipated to have very strong demand and target to commence trading on the TSX Venture within a few weeks of the effective date. So that's just some updates for you guys. I figured I should read this to you for anyone who didn't, read what they got in the mail, read this online. We're going to read 2 more quick paragraphs and then it's going to be on to the rest of the stuff that I prepared for you guys. So Fosterville South went public on the back of the Larson Gold Mountain and Providence projects. We attracted significant capital for exploration and advancement of these assets and attracted excellent support from some of Canada's most important institutional investors, some of the most successful mining entrepreneurs, and retail investment community. Avoca and Timor, subsequently acquired, are exceptionally exciting projects and, in the view of our technical team, have significant enough high-grade upside that they ought to act as the foundation assets for a standalone company with dedicated management, capital, and marketing. This, in combination with the fact that the targets are different geologically from our core projects, gave us the motivation to conduct the spin-out transaction. So you can see all of the news when it comes to Avoca or Timor. We're not going to read that, as this video would carry on for a very long time. So this was from Brian Slazarchuk, who is their CEO, which we did message again on Twitter. He responded to us. He said it'd be nice to catch up. So no promises on another interview, guys. This video was completely unsponsored. Of course, the interviews with Fosterville South and the overviews were sponsored, but this video is strictly just my opinion, as I am a shareholder in Fosterville and I've been purchasing more and more shares as the stock has been dropping, but I'm very excited to watch this company hopefully grow. Same with you guys, anyone who purchased it anytime since their IPO, because we have covered this since their IPO. So anyways, guys, that's it for this part of the video. Let's get into the charts and then that will be it. So we do have some interesting stuff coming up for the charts, though, and we are seeing a massive rally for ACP, up 19%. Now, I don't know if this is speculation around the election, but it could be. We are seeing the whole sector in the green pretty much. Tilray, Chronos, MINDMED, Canopy, oh my gosh, everything is up double digits. We're seeing fresh 52-week highs for Curaleaf and Green Thumb Industries. Ignite, Anthus, Namaste, 3 biggest losers on the day. Now let's take a look at the dividend sector. And it is a fairly green day. Brookfield Renewables having a fantastic day, up 4.3%. Severia Corporation, National Bank of Canada also gaining. We're only seeing 1 stock in the red, and that is Enbridge. Oil didn't have a very good time recently. Now let's take a look at the gold and silver sector, and Fosterville, of course, is the biggest gainer, followed by Discovery Metals. Discovery Metals has been our favorite silver exploration stage stock as of recent. It's nice to see it performing, but we did get a chance to pick up some more at 150. I said I would buy it down to 120, 130, but hopefully it doesn't go that low. So we'll see what happens, guys. Lindy and Bonterra, Endeavor, all in the green. We are seeing a little bit of red. African Gold Group, First Mining, and Bluestone. Now let's take a look at the tech sector. In terms of tech sector, we're seeing Tesla, MindMed, and Virgin Galactic, 3 biggest gainers. AEY, Amazon, and Facebook, 3 biggest losers. So there is some red for tech. A broader 2020 watch list. Tilray, Charlotte's Web, and JNUG, 3 biggest gainers, and Lululemon, Amazon, and Starbucks, 3 biggest losers. So guys, that's it for the video. Let me know your thoughts on Fosterville or any of the other stocks that we mentioned, or the stocks that you guys are looking at. And feel free to drop me some comments. Let me know what stocks you're looking at. That's it for the video. Always remember, Departures Capital is for information, education, and entertainment purposes only. Don't buy or sell a stock because you heard it on here. Buy or sell a stock because you've done your research, you've done your thorough due diligence, and you're making your own personal investment decisions for yourself. This video is not financial advice. We'll see you guys in our next video.